I just on the last minute decided to pull this one up because it's appropriate, because it's coming up. It is from the book Every Event of the Year, Volume 2, July through December. And I realized that September 11th is going to be passing from one week to the next, so I thought I'd read the one piece that is in this book for that. I have not read this one in a while, but this is a tumultuous one. I hope you guys are okay with that. This is because of the terrorist attacks on the World Trade Centers. September 11th, 2001. I remember my husband getting ready for work, and I walked to the TV in the den, and I thought he was watching a movie. He said, "I don't think this is a movie. I think the World Trade Center has been struck." And we stared at the television and watched a plane fly into the second tower, and then watched the towers collapse. I can't even remember if my husband went into work that day, as I just stared at that TV. It took 2 days to get through to everyone. My friend and one brother-in-law rescheduled Pentagon meetings, and we tried to call his sister in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Our nephew heard a news report that said if the Flight 93 had landed 30 seconds later, the plane would have hit his school. My brother-in-law in New Jersey was supposed to be in the World Trade Center for a meeting that day, but you see, he decided to not go to the meeting. Lucky him. And I remember watching the TV like I was some sort of a zombie, thinking that this was bigger than Pearl Harbor. More people died. This wasn't a military base. I had to do something. Maybe I could go there. I've traveled around the country in a car before. I could drive this. Maybe I could stay with my husband's brother in New Jersey and train into Manhattan. My husband couldn't go. He had to go to work, so I took off on my own, paid the tolls on I-80. I even forgot my camera and got to his brother's house after 1 in the morning. He told me what train to take, but he said that half the subway lines have to be closed. So I trained from Jersey as far as I could, and I couldn't get close, but I thought, I've walked 7 miles to work. That's no problem. An hour and a half. I can do that. I thought that I could buy an instant camera at some small shop on my walk to Ground Zero, and maybe I could take a film canister so I could collect some of the building dust. Because I see someone gave me ashes from the Mount St. Helens eruption, and I thought, I've lived through this. I should bring something back with me. I should something. But every store was closed, and when I tried to walk anywhere that day, everything was so congested. Businesses seemed closed, but you still couldn't go anywhere. So, over 4 hours later, I got to Ground Zero. I was wearing gym shoes and jeans, had a bottle of sealed water in my backpack purse, and I wanted to get in to try to help. I don't know, maybe, shovel things out of the way or to do something. But no one had maps of where everything was, and there were so many people there trying to help that they just told me that the only way I could really help was to just steer clear of the way so that people could do their jobs. And I just stepped back, unable to do anything, unable to collect anything, unable to photograph anything. I was only able to stare like I was a zombie on TV. I used only lowercase writing this, even when I said I'm only lowercase. When I watched the news on that first day, they showed people jumping out the window. These silhouettes of people looked like floating paper in a ticker tape parade, and all this debris floating around, and I had to keep telling myself, these are people. And when I looked around at all the remains from the towering office buildings, I thought of the dust that I was breathing in. I thought I was breathing in drywall. I was breathing in paperwork. I'm breathing in people. So, yes, I'm only lowercase. After what I've seen around me, I'm nothing. Thank you.
David, if it's okay with Janet, and if you feel the writing it, would you send me a copy of it too, as well as her?
Which one? My poem or Janet's?
Janet's. What you
Yeah,
got?
please.
Oh, sure, I could send that poem. Or you could buy a copy of this book. Sorry. I don't mean to be difficult. No, I can send you the poem. It's online. I can send it to you.
You have all these books.
But just do tell us which book it's
I'll
in.
have to buy Janet's book because my editor money.
Every event of the year, volume 2, July through December, because September 11th is in there. So, but I can send it to you. I can, no problem. I can send it to you. And thank you. And thank you very much. I appreciate you
Don't do
guys.
that. Don't do that.
Don't do.
Lying.
Oh, should I not send it to you? So,
I already ordered the book, lady.
so do I need to send it to you because you'll have it?
Yeah, send me the book.
I will send it. No problem. Thank you guys. Thank you so very much.
All right. Lovely discussion.